Good day everyone. In this video we'll be talking about determining frequency and percentage using SPSS. We'll be working once again with this research which aims to assess the acceptability of eQuiper as a learning management platform. With given SOPs, we already identified that SOP number 1, particularly variables sex, grade level, and strand, will be presented using frequency and percentage, and the challenges encountered by the respondents, which is SOP number 4. To start, let's copy first our coded values from Microsoft Excel. So I'll highlight all this coded values, particularly for the profile, that is from sex to strand. So highlight everything, Control C, and then go to SPSS under the data view, right click on the first cell, and then paste with variable names. So I have their sex, grade level, and strand. Double check if I have 75 cases or 75 respondents. And go back here and then highlight this time challenge 1 to challenge 5. And once again, paste this under SPSS with variable name. Now let's determine the frequency, particularly of the profile first. Let's go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Frequencies. So I just have to highlight all these three. I'm pressing Control and holding it down until I select all of the three variables, and then move the variables to the right by clicking the arrow and then clicking OK. So you have here the frequency table for sex, grade level, and strand. So I just have to copy this, double click on this one, highlight everything, this 4 options here, copy, that's Control C, and then I have a template here where I could actually paste the values. So right click and then paste values. So again, I use right click and then match destination formatting. So if your total and your percentage is not bold, you just have to set it to bold face. And then for grade level, again, go back to the output of SPSS. You double click on the grade level window or output, and then you highlight all this, or you select all this. Again, I'm pressing shift, click on the first cell, shift, hold it down, and then click on the last total here to highlight everything, or you could manually just highlight, drag, and then do copy paste. So Control C, go back to Excel here and then paste the values here. I could do the same for strand. Double click on this one, click on the first value, shift, and then click on the last cell that I will be copying, Control C, and then paste the values here. So unfortunately we do not have ranked values, so I could just use once again the rank.avg function. So rank.avg, open parenthesis, click on the first frequency, comma, highlight all of the frequencies excluding the total, and then press F4 and then press enter. And then you just have to point at the fill handle and then copy paste this. For the challenges, let's see if this will be possible. So I'll go back to descriptive and then put all this back, and then select all the challenges and then transfer them to the right side and click OK. So for the challenges, once again, what you will be fetching will be the frequencies of ones. So meaning to say those are the checked values. So you have to do this individually. So this one it takes longer than using Microsoft Excel. So because you have to double click each challenge and then highlight the frequency and percentage, go back and forth your sheet, and then until you're done with all of the indicators. So meaning to say that for challenges, SPSS is not that efficient. So if you'd like to just make use of Excel and use the sum function for the challenges, which is much faster, so that's what I would actually recommend. And then once again, we use the rank AVG function. Click on the first value, comma, highlight all, press F4, enter, click on the first value, point at the fill handle, and double click. So that's basically how you used SPSS in determining the frequency and percentage.